Mighty Ducks Game Changers Season 2, Episode 1, entitled Icebreaker. They show up to the Epic Camp. A lot of what we saw in the trailer, just your initial impressions, Tommy.
I am optimistic about it, and I was definitely the most pessimistic going into this, is because I think I was afraid that it was going to be bad and we weren't going to get any more, based on some of the, I guess, behind the scenes things or whatever, and obviously the loss of Bombay. You're already down 10 points at that point, but I'm optimistic. I really liked the fact that Cole's kid is terrible, and that the Ducks weren't like the last ones on the ice, being like the worst ones there. Because like I think that would have been the easy one. It's like, oh, you guys are all terrible. And so like I was like peak with like Fulton and Portman, very deep valley with the RV trip and our giving a hug to the chicken nugget inventor, and then back up once we get to camp. And I feel good about the season. I also feel like it can kind of go anywhere, and I think I guess we'll talk more later about kind of performance review, but I was a big fan of Koob in this episode.
Kevin, just your overall takeaway, the
Um,
overall thoughts.
Overall, I agree with Tommy. I thought it was a really good opening episode. The biggest thing that I wrote in my notes was that Josh Duhamel is great. I thought he was fantastic.
Agreed.
I truly think he was like no notes for him. He was great. I'm glad that I think, despite that we're still like that we're missing some don't bother your Ducks from last season. I do think it's going to allow us to get more from the ones that are present. So I like that we got more from Sam. I like that we finally got more from Sam. Yeah, I thought it was a really good episode. I was a little skeptical about kind of how they were going to handle this, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think Josh Duhamel, I think that's really exciting for the show, is that he seems to be perfect for this specific role.